ESPN FC extra time for you, just ahead of the start of the Premier League season. We've all been making our predictions, haven't we? Who went
very confident.
Who went for Man City to win the title? I think you both did.
Yep.
Well, not to go all.
What about you?
I went for Liverpool to win. I think they're going to end.
They've got a chance.
Who to come second? Is it?
Arsenal. Hey, do you know? Not to go all
second.
Not to go all statter on you, but
here we go. What you
the
got?
last,
come on, then.
The last time an English team won 2 league titles back to back with a World Cup summer sandwiched in between. When did that happen last? That's what you're saying Man City are going to do.
I'm going to guess you don't know either.
You two should.
I'm going to say just a wild guess. Man United.
No. Way earlier.
Liverpool.
Oh, there's a shock.
82, 83. That's the last time it happened. So that's what City are battling against.
I told you they were a good side.
History.
History.
No.
Well done.
Right.
Well done. You done that right.
I really had to dig
deep. Make a change,
for
but you might be right.
Julien Laurent is also with us. Julien, maybe we can throw this first question out to you.
Throw.
Is that a throw? There it is.
It's a throw.
I'm tossing it your way, Julien, from Ethan. Now that Chelsea have Jorginho, Kovacic and Kante...
You don't need to hear that rubbish now, do they?
Now he has those three.
Oh, sorry.
Jorginho, Kovacic, Kante. Is that the best midfield trio in the Premier League?
No. The best midfield trio in the Premier League.
You could see the cogs.
Ethan. Yeah, it was thinking there was a set-up here.
No.
What's the catch?
No, sorry.
Sometimes the simple answer is the best. No, Ethan. Can you see what?
I mean, I like it. I like Jorginho. I'll always like Jorginho. If Chelsea get the Jorginho from Napoli, the one who had the right players around him to play the way Sarri wanted him and the team to play, yeah, I think Kante, as we said in the World Cup, and I thought already against Lyon on Tuesday night, after just being there for 2 days, he looked great already. So he will be fab. Kovacic, I'm not so sure, but I don't think that beats even the Fred, Matic and Pogba midfielders. Certainly not the De Bruyne, David Silva, Bernardo Silva and Fernandinho midfield at City. I don't think that beats the Naby Keita, Fabinho and whoever else playing that midfield for Liverpool. So no, it's not the best trio, but it's a good one. It's a good one.
And as you told us, your dream transfer, Kante, may not still be there this time tomorrow. Off to PSG, courtesy of Laurent's transfer wish. Stevie had this question directed to him from Jatine. Umtiti, Barcelona's best defender last year, also had a huge part in France winning the World Cup. Why isn't he part of Stevie's top 5 defenders?
I honestly don't think he had a particularly good World Cup.
Really?
I really don't. I think he was... You know, sometimes when you're not at your best, it's good to be lucky. And I'll tell you what, he probably had between half a dozen and a dozen clearances that he mistimed, came off his shin, or didn't header a ball away clearly, but he got away with it. I mean, seriously, I don't think he really did have a particularly good World Cup.
He's one of those defenders where if you're playing against him as a centre forward, you always at the back of your mind think there's a mistake in this guy, so you've got to be alert for 90 plus minutes. There is a mistake in it, every single game.
Julien, sure you've been waiting to jump in here. A little luck involved in Umtiti's World Cup.
Seriously, Jules, what do you think of Umtiti in the World Cup? Seriously.
No, I can see your point. And then, you know, the handball against Australia, for example, which is it's a bad mistake at that level. To put your hand up like that on a wide free kick it's a bad schoolboy error. And I can see some of the clearances you're talking about. I think you're still a bit harsh. I still think he was very solid at time. That Varane maybe made him look a bit better than he is, and Varane was so good in that World Cup that you kind of look at Umtiti and think he was maybe a bit better than he was, but I still thought he had a decent World Cup, a good World Cup, and I thought you'd be harsh. But I get a lot of your point too.
Yeah, I guess maybe you're a little right. Maybe I'm kind of holding him to too high a standard yet. He still has a lot of growing to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess for the amount of time he's been at the top, then he still has some what's the word I'm looking for, Jim?
Maturing
to do. Yeah. So yeah, I'll go with that, Jules. Maybe I was a little harsh, but
Not ready to put him above Van Dijk or Miranda just yet.
Not just
What about Godin? Steady.
No one's above Godin.
Not yet.
Start with you on this one, Paul. Going back to your playing days, or maybe your coaching days too, which stadium's atmosphere annoyed you the most during your playing days, it says here, but you can throw coaching into it. Was there a stadium you always had to go to?
Well,
Annoyed.
I'll come back.
Annoyed you.
I'll come back to the coaching in a moment, but playing, no.
No?
Love
going everywhere.
I'll tell you for why. Coming from where I came from in Bolton, all the big teams, United, City, Liverpool, Everton, right? It was always a massive joy for me to play there because I've got my mum and dad in the stand, and Sir Bob would give them director's box tickets, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So it made you play better because if you want to be a top player, then you've got to be able to perform in those arenas. And going back to the coaching, there was an instance when Stephen and I were.
I was just thinking about, are you going to say Chicago?
Yes.
I was just waiting to see.
You never like going to Chicago, really?
Well,
No, tell him what happened.
Well, I can't tell him everything that happened, but
Right.
but the seats, as you know, are sort of back towards the crowd on the halfway line, and we were just there minding our own business. So we were getting beat, was it 3-1 or something? We were getting turned over.
And the 92nd minute, we were 3-1
And
down.
this guy and his
was a couple of them,
entourage
right?
was absolutely giving it to us. They were giving us every
Non-stop pelters.
as we say, or he says in Scotland, giving us pelters, massive pelters.
And you're getting beat.
And you're getting beat.
So you can't do it. You can't say anything.
So we had to zip it.
You got to just take it.
So
That was Bridgeview, the new stadium.
yeah. So anyway, needless to say, to cut this a bit short, we ended up getting a point out of the game.
You got a point.
Yeah. Oh, you got
We
like, 2 late goals.
We went
to
3-1 down in the 92nd minute,
Yeah.
right? So everybody thought that's it.
Yeah.
We went straight up the field and scored.
Yep.
And the referee had still another 2 minutes of the game to go. We equalised to make it 3-3, and when we equalised, the referee blew his whistle, and then Mr. Mara and I got off the bench and turned round to the said people behind, and we'll stop. I'll just stop there. I'll just stop
I'm
there.
just picturing your reaction.
Tell you what, I actually got a phone call on the Monday morning from MLS headquarters, and they said, was there some gesturing or some words exchange with you and people in the
No.
crowd? And I was like, I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
And
Bet you shut them up though, didn't you? They
Oh,
didn't
well,
say
I'll tell you what, it was fantastic.
the words that we used were
Fantastic.
something along the lines of, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yes.
Julian, actually, before we any stadiums you don't like going to in your professional duties or as a fan?
Oh, Marseille. Can only be
No?
Marseille.
All right. As a true Parisian, it had to be Marseille, I guess. The Velodrome, not your favourite, no? All right.
Not my favourite.
What about you?
Oh, short and sweet, Jules.
What about you?
Oxford United. What a.
Is that a bogey ground for your mum?
Oh. Well, it's just the local rivals to the team.
Does it
club
still-
supporting
is it-
Swindon.
does it
It's
still look
no,
like
it's,
a-
it's actually not that stadium anymore.
What league is
It was just
what league is Swindon in these days?
the finest.
Non-league?
League Two. No, they're still
League Two.
still
Fourth division.
clinging to their league status.
It does sound better.
The
League
fourth
Two.
division. League Two sounds a
It's
lot
actually
better
the
than
old
fourth
fourth
division,
division.
doesn't it? I'll go with League Two. Perfect. Phil Brown's managing us now as well. by the way.
Oh, good. Great.
Perfect off day for the experts. And I'm going to leave that to you. What is the perfect off day for the experts? A day that doesn't involve maybe coming in here is an off day. I don't know, but
What? You haven't
well, you got a busy
off day?
You got a busy home life. What's the perfect off day involved?
perfect
There's
off day,
some golf,
long lie.
some golf involved.
Oh my, long lie,
Yeah, long lie in.
straight down the golf club,
Yeah,
great round, straight into the bar,
yeah.
and then wake up the next day again.
Any advance on that?
For me, because I live in the beautiful city of Cambridge in Massachusetts, I like to ride my bike down by the river. I really do.
Have you ever had a DUI while riding your bike?
No, I haven't.
Not yet.
But
Have the residents of the Republic of Cambridge become used to this site? Mr.
Yes,
Mariner,
because
in
I'll
full
tell,
flow?
I'll tell you what I ride. I ride my beach cruiser that I bought.
Ooh.
Yeah, I bought
This little city cruiser?
It's a special bike that people in California know what it is, but I got my beach cruiser. It doesn't really fit in with Cambridge.
Yeah.
Why were you doing that? Has it like got an engine on it?
No,
Well, the handlebars
It's
are up
started
here,
doing
right?
this.
The handlebars are up here.
Oh, it's a chopper then.
It's not.
No,
it's not a
they
chopper.
used to be called chopper. Now they're
It's
now
got-
they're cruisers.
So it's a chopper.
It's not a chopper.
Riley
Oh, it's a
chopper.
space hopper then.
It's a beach cruiser.
Nice, Julian.
And then a couple of beers.
And then it goes. Well,
course.
yeah, that goes without saying.
Really?
You don't cycle at home, do you?
Julian,
After a couple of beers.
on the odd day you don't have swarmed with your professional duties, well, what's the perfect off day in London or in Paris or anywhere look like for you?
Yeah, I drop the kids at school, and then I watch the cricket. I love watching the cricket with a cup of tea, you know.
Wow.
And yeah, the India-England
didn't see
game.
that coming.
You're a right daredevil, you.
Sorry, yeah, since moving to England, I sort of fell in love with cricket. So yeah, I love watching my cricket on my own in the house when it's quiet and I don't have all the kids. Oh, Mrs. L, you know, like.
I was going to say, that's not the
Rumbling
most
around me.
popular sport in France, Julian. In fact, they actively dislike it, don't they, cricket?
Yeah, but you know, I mean, when I moved to London the first time, I was sharing a flat with some people near Lord's, and I thought Lord's was a football ground until I went to see what it was, and then at the time cricket in England was on terrestrial TV, so it was easy to watch. And I just started learning, started playing a bit with some friends. Now my sons are playing it, and and I just love it. It's brilliant. I watch it all, every game, county games, test series, one international, everything.
Wow. Tell you what, Julian, England-India test early September. You're going to be there? I might be there at the Oval. I haven't asked for the time off yet.
Are you
by
at the
way,
Oval?
but- Yes.
Yeah, no, you just did.
Let me know. Let me know.
This
We're
is
good
my
together.
official request for the time off. I need to come over and watch it.
I wonder if Jules is one of those people. See, when you go to cricket in England, right, you go to a test match. So it starts at what, 11 o'clock, and there's a good atmosphere, and everybody's noisy, and then by 1:30, 2 o'clock, it's all ramped up. Everybody's been on the ale. They're all getting carried away. The volume, the noise is incredible. And then by 4 o'clock, when they stop for tea on the field, everybody's asleep. They're all falling asleep behind the advertising board, snoring their heads
It's
off.
the true all-day affair, isn't
Oh
it?
my goodness.
The ebbs and flows of the day.
Well, that's when they're watching the Scottish team play cricket.
We beat you recently.
Yes, indeed.
What?
That could be a lot quicker watching Scotland.
How did you pull that off, mate?
That doesn't take all day.
No idea.
Julian, Stevie, Paul, pleasure as always. Next edition of the show will be the end of the Premier League transfer window, and just a day before the Premier League season kicks off, we will be lined up and ready to go. Actually, we won't be, but Dan will be back, Craig Burley will be back, and I can't remember who else. You'll have to tune in to find out. ESPN Plus.
Oh, is that you done?
Yeah,
That was a long exit, wasn't it?
Benito.